Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Forest Job, where you find me cock a hoop, top performance by the boys last time out, where we beat Manchester United 1-0. We got highlights of that and the Champions League match coming up for you right now. Well, it's been a good couple of games for us here at Nottingham Forest, and hopefully that momentum will be carried forward into today's game at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League. It's Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest, and it's coming up right now. So a really good performance by the boys last time out, especially I have to single out for special praise Diego Lopez, who was absolutely superb as the understudy to Newbold last time out. He came into the team and absolutely ran things at the back. He was solid throughout, as you could probably tell from the highlights of the Manchester United match. Now, this is going to be a difficult match for us, I can already tell. Looking at the lineup for Chelsea, they've got a very, very good team there, and it's going to be extremely difficult for us to get a result, especially with Arcas. Well, look at him. He's looking horrendous. What can we do? Well, Hlošek is an option, but he can't really pass worth a damn. The other options would be to play. Ooh, we could go with Hadji. It would be a risk, but we could go with Hadji. Giannis Hadji making a triumphant return to the side after several games out. And Frimpong, I'm just going to throw off of the bench so that we can get Arcas in there in case things go horribly, horribly wrong. I think this is going to be the lineup for us. It's going to be Nuri, Salisu, Worrell and Zayfuk at the back. Oriol, Busquets and Camavinga in the middle. Wilson and Hlošek either side in midfield, with Hadji playing in behind Chucho Hernandez. That feels good to me, so that's what we're going to go. Or do we go with Eddie Nketiah? I feel like Hernandez has been in really good form. He deserves the start, and so he will get it. Right, let's kick off and see what we can get out of today's game. No surprise that the last two games were both 1-0 wins. We're finding it very difficult to find that second goal. Frankly, I'm just very happy that we're finding the first one, because that is guaranteeing us the 3 points if we can keep a clean sheet. And the defence, despite the title of a video earlier in the week, is actually not that bad. We're actually playing pretty well defensively. Of course, you know what that means. It means that we're going to probably concede a hatful in this game, and there'll probably be an own goal to boot as we kick off here at Stamford Bridge. And Hadji is going to take a while to get back into the swing of things, because he's been out of contention for quite some time. He's not even been on the bench. And this is something that we're going to have to look at in the next transfer window, is potentially another option for if Arcas isn't up to speed and suitable for a game. We're going to need another option as the cross comes in, and we just about manage to defend it. Pulisic on the back post picks the ball up. Busquets wins it back off of him. Good solid defensive work there from Busquets, and we managed to pass the ball out of danger, and we could even have a little bit of a break on here. Wilson with now the support down the left hand side from Ait Nouri. Nouri waiting for the player to give him the same back, and this could be a problem. We've got Pulisic in the back. Worrell is held up. Bernardo Silva, who for some reason is attacking. I swear Bernardo Silva is a centre-back. Is he not? What is he doing that high up the pitch on the right-hand side? We're just going to go in and have a quick look. No, he's a right-wing forward. Who am I getting him confused with? Who's the Chelsea defender that I'm thinking of here? Or maybe he can play in multiple positions. Maybe he's one of those strange examples of a defender who can play as a forward as well. Here's Kante. Emerson. Bernardo Silva now takes the shot. Only out as far as Ziyech there. Pulisic again. Bernardo Silva plays it back to Havertz. Havertz playing deep, looking for the pass. We might have it here. Bernardo Silva. Good save by Nubel. And away we come with the ball. Hlošek is going to lead the charge. He's got lots of pace. Has to play it back because there's nobody with him. Maybe a little bit too much pace in that instance. Nouri to Wilson. Back out to Nouri. That is a foul. Why it's not been given, I do not know. Busquets to Hlošek. Cut out. Emerson picks it up at left back. William Saliba, who's come on leaps and bounds in the years since he started off as a 19-year-old at Arsenal. Of course, he didn't start at Arsenal, but you know what I mean. It's Salisu, Aït-Nouri, Busquets into Hernandez. Wilson down the left wing, got round James. Can he stay around James? Cross into the box, Hernandez. It's a goal for Nottingham Forest, and as per usual, it's from a cross. Can Forest score any other kind of goal these days? I do not know, but what works for you, and there will be no arguments from the fans. As Chucho Hernandez puts his team ahead once more. Brilliant cross by Harry Wilson on the left-hand side. And look at that, he just absolutely drives it into the bottom-hand corner with that head of his. A diving header of great quality. It comes off the crown of his head. It's a very unusual technique from Hernandez, but they all count. And despite being probably the underdogs here, despite them being the reigning champions, Nottingham Forest are 1-0 ahead. They've certainly had the worst of the game. Hernandez wins the ball here into Wilson. Through to Hadji. He's got the overlap from Hlošek. Oh, it's such a miss. What a miss from Adam Hlošek. He probably had the pace and ability to get closer in on goal. Can't fault the pass from Hlošek. The player running across to cover his man is probably what convinced Hlošek to take the early shot. Goodness gracious me, what a chance for Forest to go 2-0 up. Emerson again on the left-hand side, plays it all the way back to Saliba. And it's been moved out to, oh, very near there to an interception. Oh, Pulisic. What are we playing at here? That was an awful pass. Harry Wilson will look to take the ball off of James. Can't quite manage it. Kai Havertz now playing in an almost a deep-lying playmaker kind of role. Bernardo Silva out to James looking for the cross. Well, that's an interesting way to pass out of trouble, but it does work. And now Adam Hlošek leads the charge. Hadji. Hernandez fakes, but there's too much pace on the ball for him to catch it. And it goes out for a goal kick. Hadji is having a very good game, and perhaps I've been guilty of ignoring him when he should have been given another chance. Because he might not be as well-rounded as some of the other players, but he's got an absolute wand of a foot on him. And that's exactly what we want from a player playing in this role, as Chelsea win the ball back with 3 in advanced positions. Tammy Abraham, it's out to Emerson. Havertz to Ziyech. He's got around Camavinga far too easily there. Into the middle, header, but it goes over. Tammy Abraham unable to get it on target. But it's a warning to Nottingham Forest that they have to be careful. And there's a yellow card for Joe Worrell for what happened earlier in that move. The referee deciding not to call play back. Oh, I don't know if it's a yellow card offence, frankly. I think he's being a bit soft. Nubel restarts play, moves it out to Zeyfat on the right-hand side, who's going to run with the ball. He's got plenty of pace, as does Hlošek. Hlošek leaving Emerson for dead here. Plays it back towards Hadji. Oh, it's a good save. It wasn't the best of shots from Hadji. Route 1.5 football, I think you could call that. Just playing it down the wing, plenty of pace down there. And despite having the better of the first half, Chelsea come in at the break 1-0 down. A very surprising turn of events here. I'm just going to advance Hlošek slightly on this right-hand side. I feel like we're getting a lot of joy down here, and we'd probably get even more if he was in a more advanced position to begin with as we restart. And well, that's poor. Our passing has not been great today. Worrell wins the ball, but probably just about gets away with that one because he could very easily have had a foul given against him, especially with how referees are in this game. Now here's Ait-Nouri. Back to Busquets. Camavinga looking for the ball, gets it. Plays into Hlošek. Hadji not the best of movement. I would have liked to see him make the run. Hlošek's playing very narrow at the moment. I don't like that. When we're defending, we want to get two banks of four across the middle. Oh, the passing again is absolutely atrocious. What can I do about that? There's nothing I really can do. There's nobody on the bench that has better passing. I suppose Malejo might be a better passer of the ball. Sailmakers certainly is. Better down the right-hand side, though. Right footer. He likes to cross that ball rather than cut inside. Do we go with an early change for Victor Malejo? Or do we bring on Eddie Nketiah for Hadji? As good as Hadji's been, I feel like if we can get the ball out wide and get Camavinga slightly more advanced, as we may just do there, I think two strikers might make more of it. So we're going to bring on Eddie Nketiah for Hadji. I do feel a little bit sorry for Hadji because he's had a good game. Doesn't really deserve to be hauled off so early, but I'm looking to increase our ability up front. And Eddie Nketiah, if we get the crosses into the box, is absolutely lethal. That ball hopefully will go out of play. I don't think it's going to go out of play, you know. They've managed to keep it in. Oh, that's dangerous. Camavinga needs to get there. Worrell is going to pick it up. That was very, very dangerous indeed. We need to be much better than that. As Camavinga plays it into the feet of Hlošek. Gives it back to him. Lobbed over towards Ait-Nouri. Harry Wilson. Hernandez. Back to Hlošek. Has a fuck out on this side. Early cross into the box for Nketiah. And a Superman save from Schofield. Keeps it at 1-0. Oh, Hernandez very nearly getting on the end of that one. Camavinga gets a touch, but can't keep hold of the ball. And Ziyech ends up with it. Here's Emerson. Timo Werner. We get clear of it. Havertz takes the shot, deflects off the player, and it goes behind. And we're up against it here a little bit. Here's James to take the corner from the right-hand side. And Nketiah's underneath it, gets a lovely header on the ball. Hlošek can't win the second ball. Here's N'Golo Kante to Mason Mount. That's good from Camavinga. Into Hlošek. Hernandez goes around his man. Oh, he can't get around him completely. That's a real shame. Chelsea come away with the ball again. James looking to advance play down the right-hand side. Plays it into Silva. Pulisic. To Emerson now as they fuck on him. And wins the ball. It will go out for a throw-in. getting a little bit nervous about Worrell on a yellow card, but I trust him enough to keep him on. It's very rare that we get yellow cards in those centre-back positions. I'm just going to pull Camavinga back again a little bit, and I think I might actually pull Klošek back as well. Here we go. Let's see if we can hold on to things in these last few minutes. Camavinga gets the ball, and we've got a 2-on-1 here. If Hernandez gets the other side of his man... Oh my goodness me. Hernandez needed to split to the left far earlier than that. That's really poor from him. He's supposed to have very high attacking intelligence, but you wouldn't know it to look at that counter there. Klošek, he's got a chance to make it 2 here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, he had the whole goal to aim at, and he didn't get any of it. I'm still very disappointed with Hernandez there. His movement was appalling, frankly. For a 2-on-1, he should know. Get goal side of your man. Kante with a long ball forward. Salisu's underneath it. Can he beat Werner? He can. Ball into the box. Oh, it's an equaliser, and I'm not sure they deserve it. What a sickening blow for Nottingham Forest. I'm not sure what the defenders were doing there. They completely lost Timo Werner, and a man that we're very, very familiar with on this channel has cost us dearly. It's a lovely move, but what Zayfuck is doing stuck to Worrell there, I don't know. Oh my goodness me. And that makes that breakdown in play for the 2-on-1 even more sickening, because we had the chance to make it 2-0, make the game safe, and we didn't do it. Here's Camavinga. Again, it's just not happening. Wilson to Busquets. Camavinga making the run, but oh my God, no, it's surely not. Surely not. Well, that's a poor choice from Pulisic, I think. Busquets comes away with it. Eddie Nketiah's in the middle, if he can find the right pass. He's found the pass, but Nketiah has absolutely shanked it wide. And that surely is the last chance of the game. That manager is showing a lot more understanding than I would. It was a good pass from Busquets. Perhaps Nketiah shouldn't have taken the first time shot. But there have been so many chances in this game, and we've spurned too many. And when you do that, you're always liable to let one in at the other end. It's happened today to Nottingham Forest. They come away with a point, but they would have wanted so much more, especially given the chances that they had during this game. Again, Chelsea, looking at the stats, will feel that they got exactly what they deserve out of this game, but the number of chances that we had, and I mean clear-cut chances here, that 2-on-1, I'm going to keep coming back to it again and again. What is Hernandez doing, staying on the right-hand side of the defender? If he'd peeled off to the left, I could have released him immediately with a through ball, and he'd have a very, very good chance, knowing Hernandez and his ability in one-on-ones, to finish it off. I'm a little bit gutted, to be honest with you, after that. But there we go. That's football. That's what we love about it. Sometimes the result looks like it's going one way and then it swings the other. Hernandez still gets the man of the match. I think I would probably mark him down a little bit for his movement for that chance. But he did get the goal which put us ahead, and it's not his fault that we conceded the equaliser. There have been draws for other teams that are in contention for the top position, however. Manchester United drawing 2-2 against Leeds. In fact, that's the only draw that I can see that fits that bill. So let's have a look at the table. We've slipped from top spot. We're in second place now, but we're still in a really, really good position. We're still that goal tally is bothering me. I know that Manchester City above us are only 5 goals better off, but I've got a horrible feeling that our inability to score multiple goals in a match is going to come back to haunt us as this season progresses. Other end of the table, you can see Leicester, Newcastle and Brighton and Hove Albion are occupying the bottom 3 positions. Looks pretty cut and dry so early on in the season. Norwich, Fulham and Aston Villa pulling away from Leicester. Leicester are going to need to turn things around quickly if they're not going to go down. And Newcastle United, you hate to see it. I really, really hope that they get their act together because they've only won 1 game all season. They need to start getting those wins in as soon as possible. Arsenal in their familiar position of 9th place. Not really surprised to see that, are you? Of course not. So there we go. That's another match day done and dusted for the Forest job. We'll be back again tomorrow with the further exploits of Nottingham Forest. We have qualified from the Champions League after that game against Anderlecht, which you saw highlights of at the beginning of the show. So we'll probably come back for the Premier League tomorrow with more highlights of the Champions League and the league game against Wolverhampton Wanderers at the City Ground. Until then, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.